Welcome back from my short break. So I have no clue who did this. It's gonna be painful for this bit.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Your movie invitation.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys?
We'll give it a shot for this one.
I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
Okay, nope. Your cottage. It's not an alibi since no one's here to back it up.
Crap!
Oh well, it's worth a shot.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Surveillance
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
Why?
That's not an alibi.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi then...
Oh, damn it. I'm trying to think. Made a mistake. I believe I'm not mistaken that nobody... I believe I'm not mistaken when I say... Did I make a mistake? I believe I'm not mistaken when I say nobody has an alibi. I have to rebut. Please make sense. Yeah.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
I'm going to go for the camera and see if that's
Aside
something
from those
I punched it
afflicted by the
in.
disease, if nobody has an alibi then... Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Nope. Oh, it's too early. Okay.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Okay, that one's fine. Why did I think that was suspicious? Doesn't make sense either.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Sonya's account.
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
Is there any way I can prove
I
that's
think
false?
everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an alibi.
I missed
Nobody.
that.
Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed!
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel
I'm
room.
gonna take massive
Everyone at
damage
the
here.
motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
Okay, nope. I try that.
Crap!
We're gonna give it another try on the alibi
We can exclude the sick.
And what about the...
Right before them, I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone...
So everyone who stayed... What about
Everybody
you
sleep.
guys? I was where I was supposed to...
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi...
No, that's wrong!
So McKinney has an alibi now, is it? Oh man, that feels such a weird way to do it.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Did she do this murder then? Her timing is really weird.
What is that?
Just calm down.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Yeah, explain the like super. I mean, she had the most time with Ibuki. It's such a coincidence. It's too much of a coincidence.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
Oh,
I get it.
She's
You
like prime
guys have
suspect.
alibis.
But yeah, this is why the murder
That's
time
the
is
case.
mixed up.
The killer must be someone else.
No.
It's better if we think about it like that.
Is it?
The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process?
This was a
Was
weird
that
case
the
there.
only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really
Let me
bad for
induct it.
confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Maybe they liked the different reason for the murder scene. In that case, we should. Are we still in the murderous traps? Inside, it's one setup. What could it be? Is that? Oh, this is part 2. Sorry, I took the break in the middle of it. Suspended.
Hiya!
Why, hello, mini-me. Matsubo. Freeliftism. Stop, don't characterize someone. By somebody who lives off something. Has time to change. We've seen the record there. There's some times to change. What? Then Minami healing time starts now. Healing time. Your kind heart, big brother, gives you a chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck to show those jerks who treat you like a redhead stepchild. Response. It's 99% your fault. Well, you're whining. Your time already ran out. Please make yours feel simple. 3,000 words. That's way too long. It's just boring to appeal. If you appeal successfully, there might be a mechanism to opportunity ahead of us. Then, my Utsumi magical girl Utsumi power. I'm teeny big girl who sweats milk. Like, geez, I thought certain robot little sister was supposed to be the best. What a disappointment. Who are you talking to? What's cool anyways? Yeah, we'll save. Save here, I guess. Because the only reason to falsify the time claim is because if you had an alibi that worked
I've
with
been
it.
put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead.
That's just how it goes.
No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best.
Do your very
Don't
best.
lose to yourself. And don't forget to save
Save frequently. The reason the killer imitated the murders is another reason that, other than falsifying the murder sequence, did something else exist there?
Except
got
did I
sync here.
confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
Yeah,
If
it's
that's
definitely
the
weird.
case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Because I guess
Well,
they don't.
it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Oh, sad
Just
face,
shut
I
up
guess.
already! Shut up forever!
I agree with that, Chicken.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the contents of the movie.
Yeah?
About the lion that got killed second.
Yeah.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Is it the Iron Man, I think?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
Yeah. It was the
But
Tin Man.
Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If
Yeah.
falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying
No.
Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
What? Hiko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange
So-
details. Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music
Well,
venue?
that's something you said to go, right? Why did he
So,
kill her?
you're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this
Are we
is
going back to
getting
Miss Sonia,
quite
maybe?
interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Yeah, I'm getting riled up too right now. Why did music go to view? What's the key? Finding the cost. We want Miss Sonia's testimony. Bloodstain, nope, 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 nope. Wizard of Monami. We get the mirror here, maybe?
Why did Hyoko
Strip of
go to the
paper.
music venue? There's no way
Interesting.
you'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it. Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Oh,
She was
strange.
guided by the will of causality.
Will of causality. Oh, we gotta check this quick. Oh, it doesn't give me the choice for a thing. Green key, deep within her kimono. That might be a clue. We gotta figure out what this clue is here. Black current reach, sage. Could that be something that they were like do a traditional dance? Step ladder, it's not really a clue, we don't want to think. Family camera makes no sense. Page, not there. Video. Sorry. Wizard of Money. Let's see what this one says. Movie, next line here. There was a total of 3 deaths in there. And the next one's line. The final was the Tin Man that got chopped up to metal pieces. We're gonna go
Go to the
with
music venue?
the curtain.
There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
Nope. Cover up fire right there. We might die here.
Why did Hyoko
Music venue.
go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it. Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, we're not gonna go with that. She had her key.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
It's hard.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it. Maybe she got abducted by the killer.
I feel like I need like
No,
Sonya to
maybe.
say.
She went of her own free
I
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay, so the key is enough clue for that. I was really worried about that one. That one seems a bit.
It's just as
Search
Sonya
engine.
said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Logo locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, no? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
Okay. She abducted, yeah.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
Oh, it's hidden inside.
Then they couldn't
this
have
makes
hidden
more
her room key that
sense.
deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't move.
Okay, I guess we'll have to cut the Connie up then.
Are you saying my gut was wrong?
Yeah, your gut is a little wrong a lot,
My
but
first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
because you're wrong.
That's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk.
Teethy
I'll
face.
shut you up right now.
Super intimidating here. Smug in there. Sonia's account, so
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's
I
more
hope
likely
you're
that
hearing more
Hiyoko
of
locked
this
the
than
door
I am because
herself.
I'm focused so much on this
The
slice.
killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
I can't
Oh my
back down.
god, it's such the last bit there. Oh my god, she's too good at pushing it.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room. She definitely
Well, we
got
don't need to worry
abducted or
about
something. The killer
moving the
forced their
dagger.
way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak
Combo.
looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
We missed one, but that's not too bad.
But Hiyoko's room was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
Get to the part where I can just crush
There's
you.
no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono. There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay. So she
The
just put
reason
on.
Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Kyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be
she went
messed
to
up
the
in that
venue
way.
on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
How about you just be quiet for a second there?
Now's your chance. Make her admit defeat.
Admit
Or better
defeat.
yet, make her do a little something something.
Hell no.
The killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Yeah.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Interesting.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin.
So Miss Sonia
I'll
is
put you and
pretty
your hamster
sick.
6 feet
I
under.
think they Nurse Chan must have, but no, because they built a fake killer beforehand. Unless Ibuki was dead long before the video. But how could they broadcast the video then? Because oh, unless they faked breaking the video and they moved it over to the dark room over there with a candle. That's it. Okay, so current suspicion at this point is it's Nurse Chan. Okay, and what Nurse Chan did was she tried to kill Ibuki, and when she did, Hiyoko stepped in on her killing Ibuki, faking the hanging death. So after that was done, what ended up happening is she did the fake pillar and then hid the body of Ibuki, probably in the storage room or somewhere like that. Doesn't matter where, that's what happened. So then after that bit, she then went to wake us up to establish an alibi. Before that, we went back there, and then she went up to the one nurse's conference room that was totally blacked out, and then did the fake out with the death of Ibuki dressed up in the nurse's outfit. That caused us to run over there. She heard us go. She met up with Fukumi, sent Fukumi the other direction, went over, put up the body to fake. Oh no. Oh, she could have had Ibuki's body up and hung the day before. Yeah, that's what happened. She had the sheet up at that time, ran out, then we ran out, she came in, ripped off the fake pillar, glued it shut, and that's exactly what I think happened there.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Please don't do it.
Please stop! For his sake!
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
I wonder why what her motive is for killing everybody.
I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Maybe she's
Even if
affected
the
by
killer
the
couldn't
disease.
predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
Because she
The
stumbled
only
on
thing
them.
I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably
Makes
happened
sense.
when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation,
Killed Hiyoko.
because the
Sadness.
killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
I wonder what's up here.
Have any ideas?
I already laid out all my ideas.
Damn, you don't know the most important part.
The killer plan from the beginning, I'm pretty sure it's very close.
Nagito, any ideas?
Yeah. Any help here?
how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
God, fuck, man, just help us with this one
I'm
if you want to.
so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
Don't be
So what do you
so
think?
trolly now.
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
I'm pretty close to
Ibuki
it.
definitely didn't commit suicide.
What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers.
Yeah?
So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know,
That's at least
we
some-
already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really? That's
Yes.
annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking
Oh, we
kidding
missed the
me?
awkward laughter.
There's no limit to how useless you can be.
He's pretty useful to someone. He's set up the thing. And wait a minute. If Ibuki's bloody feet, but then there would be bloody footprints.
Strange. That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
I see there's something that we're not finished talking about. These footprints, they're important clue left. Completely overlooked. Nagi said that if she had blood on her feet, then she would have left footprints. Wouldn't there be any footprints?
I can prove it with this.
Oh, that was a throwing out of the way.
Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself. It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Oh, yeah.
There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Did you notice such a small detail? How How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
The chosen one. What are we talking about? It's obvious. Obvious led us to this. Why would brought up the suicide trip? Oh, I hear you. You're definitely someone
But
understandable.
didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder?
But she had her face covered.
I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it.
Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
Yep. Found it down. Mystery ensuing the incident contained in the video. Whether or not it's reached the clue. It's all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
Okay,
as
cool.
long
Thank
as
you.
I leave this to
Princess
you,
Trin.
I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll definitely try.
Let's do this. Is there some hidden clue in the video or something strange that we didn't notice? There's something to clear up for sure. The only thing that I actually saw. How did they get the duffel blade on that thing, maybe? The only thing I could do my best. Oh, there were 2 bags because it's buy one, get one. Saw. Based on everything I know thus far, I should figure out something strange. The hair there? Hospital gown. Looks suspect. Oh, the blood here. There's no blood. They cut it.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's
no
strange
blood.
is that stepladder I mentioned earlier.
I thought the hair was the problem.
It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder.
Yeah.
However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
In more ways than one.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
Yeah.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Yep.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
Completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those 2 stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
What do you mean?
You're
At the
suggesting
hospital there.
that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
Yeah, it should be okay to say that. It's amazing. What do you mean?
What are you 2 talking about?
I wonder if she's affected by the disease, Nurse Chan. Stepladder's it's the only thing that's different. She said that the stepladder was different place, but that's the case. The different place, the video of the actual crime scene. The thing in the place, the killer, something. So we gotta do conference room. Oh my god, that's gonna suck. Oh my god, so many letters. I don't even know where to start here. Try aspect. Oh god, I don't even know what this is. We need a valve of some sort. Go for an L, I guess. Like G is not a useful one. M is not useful. So it's I next? SL. So many eyes. film something? Okay, I don't know what that one's gonna be. Oh, no. Try a T then? And... oh my god. So much pain. Filming... something? Why are there so many G's? Okay, I can just blow this up then. Okay. Oh god. Filming lounge. Okay. Oh, we suck. You failed and we died. Everybody's gonna say it's me because why not? Everyone did that with trials. But the truth is me because I'm awesome. Let's go again. Oh, yep, we're gonna retry. So there's a death for this trial first. Oh, for a second there I was worried the game crashed because it's done that before. Except the ladder is different. In that case, the move scene. Color did something else. Filming stage? I wonder what it'll be. Oh shit, wrong key. Clear these up for sure. Oh wait, it's not filming? I don't... oh wait, no, it is filming there. Crush these. I need an L, please. G is not close to an L. I'll take an M for later. Get those going. Keep this N here. G. Just get that going there. That's super dangerous like that, but whatever. I can handle it, I'm a big boy. That's big points. We need an O next, because that's the next letter, right? It's not N. It's a T. Is it location? I will be so mad. It's location. So many things here. I need an I think. Where's the end? God. Can I get an N to save my life? Oh, I need an O next, don't I? Well, speak of the devil and you all shall have him. There we go. Easy enough if it didn't stall forever. I was actually worrying about time a little bit.
That's right. Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
Okay, that's what we were trying to get.
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
The conference room.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Yeah.
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us the film at the music venue somewhere else. What did the killer use the filming unit? Logic driver! We need another round of this too. Well, we're getting close to the end of this. We'll have to do my workout and get ready for tomorrow. I also need to watch some play some Grania 2. Pew bouncing. Oh shoot. I thought that was his blue like tiles for some reason. Wait, what? I'm confused. This is not super responsive. Oh, okay. So that was a jump pipe or something like that? Super trippy Tron, go. First question, which part of this surveillance camera you need to tamper with? We want the camera. We don't need both, we just need the camera. The monitor couldn't be changed. Yep. Because the monitor was smashed at the crime scene. I have to give Nurse Chan a lot of credit for this. She did a lot and I was pretty intimidated this one. It was a pretty good case. Oh my god, I hate these spirals of doom. It like punishes you for going so fast. Next question please. This doesn't feel like what this should be about for Danganronpa 2. Killer tampered with the camera in the music venue of the hospital. No, we're dead. I misunderstood this because I thought it was at the hospital. We already got too much of her number. It's starting to trip me up a bit. Logic driver! I wonder why she tried to kill Ibuki though. Yeah, I have to imagine she got sick because of exposure, that's all I can think of. Oh man, I tried to do something I shouldn't have tried to do at all. That was like cooler than I needed to be. What did the killer do with the camera from the music surveillance room? Priest singly took it with them. It's obviously took it with them. It's way too complicated to make it longer. The only one that could do it is Mechanic-san, and he's just not that.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, I'm glad you're on the same page as me now, game.
That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music venue. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did discover the body. I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
That's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
Destroy it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
Yeah.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
It's easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
Which
The
means
fact
it
that
was in
able to
the
connect between the
hospital.
hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means it took place in another place and it's possible it's very limited. In that case, this film made look like a music venue. As a possible place building. We need to do the hospital now, right? Another Hangman's Gambit, because we love it so much. We're at half HP. Oh, it's the conference room. Great! I like taking damage for no reason. Put this here, that's gonna be a while. Is this a C? Thank you. I just let it go, or else it might not spawn things. Man, I gotta try to remember how to spell this shit. I think I need an F next. Fuck! I didn't mean to click that. Oh, that's such epic fail. Confer... I think we need an R next. Not sure. E maybe? Okay, we do need an E. Switch S and quick. Nope. It's definitely not E. I hate when I click the wrong button. I hate the Hangman Gambit. I hate it when I click this the wrong way. Oh. If we can just get past, like, confer... and if we can just get past this, like, half the word, we'll be fine. But until then, it's gonna be pain. Give me points. I don't even know why I want points. We'll check E quick. Okay, there is an E in it. Okay, we're clear. Because I know how to spell room. If I don't, just suck it up. Give me an R. Oh. We'll get all those going. I hate my fingers. Finish it up. There we go.
Got it!
I guess take those spelling bees to heart, kids.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Huh? Conference room?
Yep.
The hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's why it was heavily modified
That's
now.
exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
Come from them. Looks like the killer went ahead to do some work. Got a clear work thing. The key. I'm gonna go with the curtain for sure. I think the curtain will work.
There's no way the conference room and
Yeah, I
the
know,
music
I feel
venue
that.
look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
No, that one's for sure
I
no.
still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Okay. We gotta make the set then.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music? Or did the music venue look like...
Or did they make some kind of
There we
set?
go. What? Fashion is set. I hate you.
There's no
It's
way
like
to
so
conference
50-50.
room.
Step ladder is not there, scaling
And the
camera's fine.
music venue looked the same.
Camera.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the
That must be it.
Like making the set and having the conference room look like the music venue is the same
What
thing.
the killer did
Game.
was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
Yeah.
They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident,
Yeah.
it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah?
Jesus.
Well, your face looks stupid.
It
That
does
curtain
look
was
stupid.
hung so the music venue would look like the conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
Okay, so this is how
I
these
see.
two things are tied together. I didn't quite get it
Conference
until
In
something about that.
the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
That's a good thing to go
Matching
up on.
floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence.
It's a candle. Turn begun. This is the lighting.
I can prove it with this.
Okay, thank God the candles are enough. Get a little
You're
bit of
referring
light
to
back.
the candle in the music video, right?
If we die again, it
In the
doesn't
video
matter
I
much,
saw,
but
a
still,
candle
it
was used
sucks.
for lighting. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
Other than ambiance.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that
Yeah.
cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided.
Yep.
The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
I've heard this Bayside comps say that before, but it's the other way around.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, she was already hung.
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Video filmed before in music venue, which means Kyoko Mur. We're gonna say the music video. They found out it was real.
Damn it!
What was I agreeing to? I don't know. Filmed in the comfort room, but Ibuki's body was in the music venue, which means fake somewhere. Fake must have been. Here, this one, right? Was it doing like
The
a
person
negative
wearing the
line?
hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki.
Okay, there. If you said that, I would have guessed
It
that
was
for sure.
the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
What's going on? And no matter how quickly I run, it's impossible to rescue Ibuki. At this moment, we're already in the killer's trap, and the one who set the trap.
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video
was for the alibi.
There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
I already knew the killer before part 2. I think. Was it part 2 that I did my spiel? I think it might have been part 1 here. It's been a long part 2 here. But yeah, I already know who it is, the killer is. Oh, fuck you, Nurse Chan.
You're the only one!
Sitting up there a little bit.
You're the killer, aren't you?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You're the only one that
Like I
benefits from
said,
all this stuff.
Aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
The killer? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible?
It's the only way
A
to set
chick
him.
like her is the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question!
But
Yes,
we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Yeah,
Now
definitely.
that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Nikon have an alibi.
Yeah.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Yep,
Is that
that's
also a coincidence?
that's the main, like, nail in the final nail in the floorboard or coffin or whatever, the nail in the coffin bit. Soon I get some rest. You look exhausted without sleeping right. If you insist, I'll go on call in the office. You must be mentally exhausted. You better relax in the lobby instead.
At that time, you said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming.
I wonder what would have happened if I tried to go up there. It would have been so weird.
By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby.
Where you instructed us
Someone
to go.
wants to go to the conference room from outside. They have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Kane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer?
Yeah, you're the killer. I'm sorry.
Impossible. There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
It's the only one that makes sense with the timings and the location.
It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Nikon is the killer?
I agree.
Yeah.
It is truly difficult
Totally
to
missed
believe
it with
someone
this
could be
bit.
killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That
Yeah, but she was
slow-witted
sick.
remark is not necessary.
Yeah.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time.
We're gonna see a weird side of her, I think.
Punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that.
Oh, let's move on to the next one.
Tell you, it's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious.
What do you
Let's see.
say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
She hasn't given a defense yet, and everything else is way too close.
That much, Hajime?
I do despise you. Before a lot of this, I really, really despised you, but you were taking care of them well. Even everyone's ganging up on me. Tis, is she really capable of doing something like that? Could it be I make a mistaken fact? It's much easier if I was wrong. There's doubt that somebody spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Are you gonna save us, Nagito? I would be so appreciative
Well,
if you.
I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time
Please
like
quit
this.
being like shitting on yourself and
What are you
finish it.
saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Yeah.
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with a suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well,
Is it
thanks to
watching?
that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else at this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it.
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
What is this? Susan?
This is a game!
More force wall breaks.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Jesus.
What do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
Huge deal.
Decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from. This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Okay, what are you gonna drive it?
Again with the supermarket?
Get things.
That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If
We
they
should
got it at
destroy
the
it.
supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new.
Okay.
Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly.
Okay.
But
Please.
why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long.
I'm
What's
confused.
wrong with the rope being frayed?
Was it used in the murder
It
there?
means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Oh, so painful.
Don, I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What
This
exactly
seems
did
the
you say
smart
to them
one.
during the investigation?
That rope is not much of a clue. I might as well search in another place.
Not everyone cooperates in a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too.
Yeah.
Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
She's crazy.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
Fuck you. Nagito's being a
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Okay, let's see. Maybe the word is decisive. Is it really true? Make an argument. Using the rope to hang.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Yeah.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burned, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it!
So Nurse Chen lied to us about the hanging.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I have to ask you. There's no doubt that's caused by hanging. Yes, without an external one, there is no doubt it's by hanging. Then Ibuki hanged herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
Smash her.
Should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking. You
Oh, that's me.
the ultimate nurse.
Checkmate and whatever.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
Okay.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging
Wow,
and
Nakazu is
strangulation.
being so savage
I'm
today.
not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
But there's like
Mikan
3
nursed me
things
till I got
wrong
better.
here.
There's no way
You
I'm
had the
gonna
top-
doubt her.
You were at the location where the fake video happened that we figured out. You have the reason for making an alibi like that. Perfect. And you gave the fake cause of death. 3 reasons. So it's like
Don't
terrible.
you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikan volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
I don't know how
That's a
people
little-
are.
Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikan is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
You need to give evidence that you didn't
I'm
do it or something.
sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Da, da, da.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikan is the killer.
Please don't let her get away with something so stupid.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess.
Let's
But
serve the
is that
ticket.
really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer.
Oh my god, this last... I love the case so much up until she's like, I'm not the killer. Like 50 times. We just gotta smash this one
No
clip.
way! I'm capable of killing someone!
Oh my
Is
god.
that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop.
Can't stop this feeling.
I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
Need
You
to.
doubt your friends?
That's
This
not
Shin
it.
was
I suspect them
slight
because I
friend.
want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
Be skeptical first.
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
They sort of are.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict.
Yeah.
'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is
Yeah.
there?
Don't say deep stuff. Like,
If you
Super
want
deep.
to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first.
Yeah, but that means it's like the
Belief
opposite of
without
it.
doubt is simply a lie.
Oh, that's a controversial statement there. I agree with.
fine. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Is that all you can say?
Okay, this is where she flips. Because you heard her voice is a tad bit different.
So in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your
Is she definitely
actions
sick
with
now?
fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always.
Oh my god, we didn't treat you bad other than Hiyoko. And you didn't even kill Hiyoko on purpose.
She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
At least it makes it easier to kill you now.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? You'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Well, it's not about forgiveness, it's about the
Is
truth,
acting
so.
like this your strategy now? Wow, this is annoying.
I agree with that
Us,
statement.
To be honest, we've run out of ideas. How can we get you to a point? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some? I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends.
So give us a
Still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Okay.
Hey,
Chikari.
Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Okay,
Can you
then
prove
for.
it?
Prove it?
Yep, this is him.
Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video?
Oh, we're gonna get to the fun, bad side of her.
Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room.
I mean, they're saying.
Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital.
It's only a turn.
That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong!
You gotta make a stronger kiss me.
Everybody always hates me! Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
Oh, she was emotionally unstable when she joined the island. This is just getting into a another.
I never filmed that video!
Yeah,
It seems she finally started arguing for us.
yeah.
But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime.
Because we're the protagonists, and we're the best.
So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Okay, cool. Could it be Cherry's go along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on the one person.
Why
So,
did you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof?
okay.
Forgive me already!
Forgive you what? I need to make up my mind. One who has to do it, and the one who has to finish this. Because I saw the video. Bloodstain, rope hanging, surveillance temperature, mechanism.
I'm not the killer!
Okay.
We can't think of anybody else other than you. Who could have
Surveillance
filmed that
camera,
video?
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Oh, what do you want to
Just
do?
from that dim candlelight?
What do you
There's
want?
no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay. Oh, because she didn't see anything.
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
Wait. So
Who
she
could have
knows
filmed
too
that
much about it.
video.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Let's see the death where she was.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Surveillance camera unit, AC.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown.
Oh my god.
Just from that video. Just from that camera angle. Just from that dim candlelight. There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type.
Oh my god, I don't know which one of these things is this.
Forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I wonder if it's the mistake bit.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Do you have any proof?
Because this is like some kind of like,
Is the
how does she...
handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different
I'm
body
gonna
types.
go for Mika's account on
really your
that,
proof?
and then say
You
her
could tell
mistake
body
is
type
she
under
had
the
both.
hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim
We're
candlelight?
gonna go for the middle one. I think the middle one's the right one.
To make out her body type. So please forgive me
I
already!
think we can make this one. I think this is metal right here.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
No, fuck. It's time to panic in berserk mode.
Damn it!
Damn it. I thought that would be the metal one there. Bloody...
We can't think of anybody else
I'm
other
gonna
than
go
you
for the bloody soul quick.
who could have filmed that video.
Man.
Do you have any proof?
Because she's so nail on
Is the
here.
handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki was wearing hospital slippers, right? Then in the video, she was wearing them too. That's right. Am I wrong? It's like, gotta think for a second. Man, we're so close, but man, we're gonna have to. So we have the angle of the camera, the candlelight on the stage. So we're looking for something that she knew that only we can know, but she knows too.
I'm not the killer!
Hanging rope.
We can't think of anybody else other than you.
I think we need to find. I think we're gonna go
Do you
for
have any proof?
taking some evidence
Is
from
the
here.
handbag on her head the proof?
Okay.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Okay.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Those are fine.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Got it.
Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
No! Fuck you! Oh, I hate the purple things.
I'm not the killer!
Yeah, I know you
Can't
see
think of
that.
anybody who could have filmed that.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
That's fine.
Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Just from that dip. There's no way you'd be so please for
Hajime, pay close attention. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
What? How could she know the camera angle? Oh my god. Oh my god. My gamble of going for meta here is just... let's try reverse in the order.
This is my... We will never
So
give
we'll
up!
go all the way through, then we'll double back through for the mistake. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Oh, scrap paper, AC unit. I hate the ambiguous things like this.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed it.
Is the handbag up? Is the hospital down? Or could it be the hospital?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really you? You could tell her body type under the just from that camera angle, just from that dim candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Oh. I
Hajime,
definitely like her
pay
voice
close
is
attention and
threatening,
listen well.
evil, and annoying,
You're the only
complaining.
one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Please tell me to save the bowl for later.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Is the handbag up? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital slippers?
Ibuki and Mika.
Is that really you? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown, just from that video, just from that camera angle.
There we
I'll
go.
shoot through that
Got
contradiction.
it! We gotta flip the script on that one, but man, we just had to go through that.
Mikan,
Yeah.
you've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I
Yep.
said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle.
There we go. This reminds me of Phoenix Wright games where you're hiding evidence to have them expose knowledge that they shouldn't have that they do. It's a very common tactic used in games. I method for things
Say
like this.
anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself.
The only reason Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video.
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious?
We're super
Is this
serious
true,
now.
Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
At least everybody's understanding.
Forgive me!
So yes. Oh, she's totally off the rocker now. Yeah.
I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
So she's sick now?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What
What
the
now?
heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That
Okay.
tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How did you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Yeah, they said it was buy one, get one free.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right?
Yeah.
Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible?
So for they said there's two of them.
Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer.
So you'll forgive me, right?
Can we just end?
Stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Can we get this going? No time left. Panic attack. Humiliating me. Bring me and Ton. Here's the last time. Reload ammo and spit. You're no longer able to make just the left button. Tempo is slower. Number of bullets display. One bullet, one destroy mark. You'll make out bullets. You'll be able to destroy the marks. Remember how many masks left. You refresh the bullets with tab or reload. Tabs just lock on and tab to keep up with the tempo of the mark. left key and more, tempo with the key, press and we'll refresh when you're low. Get time wrong, just press tab. Bullets will not refresh, please. Careful, the ammo is completely refreshed if it will run out during fever time. Something else there, pretty much the last case. You should explain the cultural be able to on this point and you're for this true despair. But like
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
let's go.
Check. Has she lost it for good?
Oh, she lost it for the rest of her life.
You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
No. At this rate, we're not going anywhere. I'll have to do something anyways. Something to make it. Let's get the shooting session going. Here we go.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand?
I forget how we can do it.
Already? I'll do anything you want.
Fever mode!
Can you forgive me already? I'll
Negative.
do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me!
No forgiveness in this court. Just justice.
Still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything
Can we just
you
end
want.
it, please? Almost there, 2 more.
Draw on me. Do you understand? There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in 2 places at the same time.
Theater
This
bonus
is the
prize,
end.
there we go. Thank God we got that bit at least. I hate those last 9-second ones where you have to do it in like a second.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
You buy one, you get one free. It's the common practice for being tourists.
Whoever
Super
bought
easy.
that bag should have received
That's just
another
like,
one
do you
as a bonus
memorize this?
prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why?
Because you're done.
Why can't you forgive me?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should
I was
never
adoring you a
forgive
few
me.
moments ago before this trial, but whatever.
It's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
Yeah. Closing arguments time. So we gotta have the video bit here. Is this right here? Oh. Nope. So I forgot that they can be different orders here. So, do this shut. Show. That's quite impressive of her doing this though. Snaps drumsticks. She did a really good job though, like no jokes. So this is stepladder here. Conference room. I don't know what's up with this one though. Because this is our one here. This one's already here. Video broadcasting the hanging. 2 step ladders in different rooms. Switching on the surveillance camera unit. Okay, that one felt like an odd order, but whatever. Taping there to the pillar. Nope. That was not that. We already have the breaking of the drumsticks there. Okay, we have the hidden bit here. Nope. I hate these. These are like too much like each other. Ripping the piece off the lighting banner. Left to the surveillance camera. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in
Oh,
this
sweet,
case.
we're done already? That's super
The key to
fast.
this
Phil.
incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime. When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time. When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital
How did
dress
she cut
and
the
a bag
feed,
on their
though?
hand about
That's
to
pretty
hang
impressive.
themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video, so I immediately headed over there. But that was the killer's trap.
Yeah.
In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
I love this part of it, by the way. It's really nice.
By doing so,
Change
they
the
tried to make
location
me
like
think
that.
the incident was happening in real time. And in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake. I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged
Definitely
body,
feels so very cool.
I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance.
Pretty crazy.
However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside.
She's pretty strong to
In
do that.
actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Furuhiko. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but at the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
Man, that was a really nice plan, though. If we didn't have to
Isn't that
bother
right,
with her,
Nikon?
like,
This crime was orchestrated
annoying,
by
but
you,
it's
wasn't
a
it?
great crime, though. Man, that was fun. Now that face is, like, great. Nervous laughing. Can we move on with the
Whoa!
plan?
Now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you.
Is it despair?
This feeling of despair!
So much despair.
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
How many coins do we get? We didn't do too bad. Is kind the lowest setting there? Logic actions. Perfect missteps. I'll have to make sure I check my logic next time. I don't know if kind is the lowest, but man, I feel sorry if I didn't.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
Okay.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
Pew pew.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I'm gonna check the settings quick to make sure it's not the lowest one, but options, game settings, I think gentle's the lowest, but kind is not the lowest.
Let's go!
Man, I feel bad. Should figure it out. But yeah, next trial we'll make sure to do it right. Yay, Nurse Jen. I thought she would eventually be guilty, but I didn't know it was going to be this case. Feels a little early for her, but yeah. I thought she was going to be a sleeper agent for so long.
Well now.
Then now it's obvious at this point. Once again, it's like 3 in a row. Tic-tac-toe. The true identity, the horrible blackened, who with the 2 girl was Mikano Tetsu.
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Minnie was the one who nursed us back to health? Was the one who killed one of us?
Forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Minnie. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Don't laugh at something like that. This is going nowhere.
What's going on?
This chick.
Hey!
This is nothing like Paco. She's actually gone mental.
That's obvious.
Nothing to do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mitsu Tetsuru that we knew.
Hey,
Based on my prediction, she might have caught it too. She's probably had the despair disease, which was the motive of the case.
what?
Miyu has it. I know because I'm looking at Mikane for so long. She was the one taking care of me. After all, my consciousness drifted, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair of devoid of hope, and not a single fragment remained. Hold on, you see Mikane, although also has the despair disease, which means she was.
What?
Hajime, has something crossed your mind? Was that why she was acting? Her body is heavy. No, it's not just heavy, it's soft and really hot. That's right, Mikane was really hot at the time. Now that I think about it, it must have been a high fever, just like Ikuki and Akane.
It cannot be.
Because of the disease Makani was.
Perhaps.
The symptoms she was surely felt being served the name of despair, losing all along, harboring despair, all the hope. Because of despair, she's likely overcome with despair. The reason why she can still laugh at such a hopeless situation.
Jeez.
That makes it really creepy then, because it's like she is not even herself, she's gonna die for it. Which means Kenny is standing before us, is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now. She's infected with despair.
Isn't that right?
She is the one who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. No, that's a true goal, unfortunately. The reason why I can't forgive her this, I mean, someone for the sake of despair instead of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that. For the sake of despair. That's completely wrong. What's wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
My beloved? Well, who are you talking about? They were still alive. They'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me.
Oh.
They forgave my existence. They
Sadness.
forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value.
What were you like do and accepted you?
They
Even though you're
loved
fine.
me.
Oh,
I
that's
loved
okay.
them with all my heart, and they returned it in full.
Crazy
This
answer.
is my reciprocation.
Oh god. Understand I've done something unforgivable, but you know, the transcendence of all is true.
Love.
What love is all about.
Hey,
Don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand because you don't have someone you love. I thought he loved us. Is because you also have someone who isn't accepting anyone. What a pity. I feel sorry for you. That
Well,
even if you say something, I'm sure nobody here would understand that, but love is a wonderful thing. Feels so freeing, where you no longer care about anything else. My beloved and I are the ones within this thin veil. We must just looking outside of it. That's why, as long as I'm inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, and kick me, there's nothing that matters. I just... Man, this is creepier than no. I don't even know if I hate this one more than that. How it feels doesn't matter. Who cares about hope, despair? Love is only love.
could it be?
Okay, Tom. Is this really the conspiracies we're talking about?
this is...
It's something... It seems that something I was wrong. Not only was she afflicted by despair, you're half right. It's right to say that thanks to that disease, because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember, apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom, which means you had a remembering disease. But if it means you remember something in the end like this,
Such despair.
are you saying you were like this from the start? Where you like this before you even came on the island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I came like this wasn't my fault. It was your fault, you know. It's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I am the person I am today because many relationships kind of met up, but in this case, you kind of chose to kill people, so I don't feel quite that case lives up to it. So everybody's fault is they turn out like this, you see. Even so, the current me is mostly strongly influenced by my beloved existence, and it was my beloved who created me that everyone can't forgive, but my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. This is the key difference between all you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
This is like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? She's not gonna say her name. This is really annoying. What are you saying, McKinney? Is this the real McKinney? McKinney, please answer me. Do you really remember it? I ended up like this because you remember. There's no way I can believe that. There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikuni. To be fair, it's not really the Mikumi you know, or Mikani you know, so it is kind of a fake Mikani at this point, so still doubt it. Then prove you remember telling. I'll tell you something nice. It's about the World Ender organization you all are worried about.
You serious?
You know, no, I just remember it all. I know about the horrible world-ending event. It's also organized, known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation, I don't remember who did that. Future Foundation. Hit the symbol on the ancient ruin. That's right. Shaving works is the future. What is the Future Foundation? What are they planning? The name suggests it's the organization of world enders. The future end is trying to end our world. It's simple as that. They're trying to claim the world for themselves. What the heck? Is this at a comic or something? You know? As part of our plan for the Future End Foundation, brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami? I knew it. Monami, Monoko, and they're both members of this crazy organization. Monami aren't members. I'm Monoko. My existence is my entire own.
Hey,
don't laugh. Monami, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Oh my god, then I have no clue who the traitor is. I think it might be us. I'm not fully sure. We'll have to see. Let's see the future Foundation lack hiding among us. Oh, I thought she would be the traitor for sure, but I was wrong. That well, nobody really cares about that, don't they think?
of course not!
Hell no. I'll find everything is something I missed there that was super important. You'll find out eventually. There's no need to be so patient. Probably when it comes down to the end countdown, you even know that. I don't know anything. Feel that what's about is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care anymore about anything.
That is...
Okay, is this really you? I won't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. You were like this all along. Because it's true. The person who spent time... oh, damn it. The person who has spent all the time up until now. The past. The past person. That person, she doesn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memory. I guess you guys are considering things friend. So don't make me happy at the end, just fills me with despair. You guys accept my past self, but not my present self. That's applies to you as well. Oh well. Memory of people, memories of events, whatever memories lost are.
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity. Memories is the most important component behind a person, building a person, don't you think? Along with personality, I kind of agree. Losing our memory makes us a shadow of our past, don't you think?
Hey.
I don't know what you're talking about, but in the end, it always leads back to the story that sounds as you are stolen school lies.
Hey!
So it's true all along, our memories have been taken away.
Damn it!
If that's the truth, we shouldn't be suffering so much. Why don't you just take your sweet time, remember at your own pace? Monoko, isn't it right? Time for punishment time? Why damn? Makani, why does it have to be like this in the end? This is too pointless.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For the ultimate nurse, Makashi.
So it's over.
So it's over.
Really.
Over.
Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me. I can finally see them. Please
So long at this
forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's
If
give
there's
it
a heaven and a
everything
hell,
we've
I
got.
guess you'll go there. It's punishment time. Oh yeah, that's right, they're gonna operate on her. Or something. Bye-bye, ouchies. Wait, what? I'm confused. Why are you stabbing the arm like that? I guess you could just give her lethal injection, but that would not be so fun. As giving shots, I guess. That seems excessive, but I guess that's the name of the game. We don't even get to see her die, but at that altitude, you definitely die on impact. It's finished. Well, I don't know. Are there people that survive free falls like that? Man, it would be super unlucky. Is it already finished? Killer who killed Buki and Hyoko Tsuji was Mikana Tetsu. She's being executed. Apparently she committed the crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? It's finished. Nobody wants to end it this way.
Let me ask.
Who was Mikane from earlier? So that was her true form, or was it the old symptoms of the despair disease? Doesn't matter either way. She ended up like this just from remembering. Along, Mikane never was worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by despair disease, it turns her into that. Man, this makes me really wonder, like, what Nagito, because he's so unhinged, but I don't know if that's just how he is. If she lost herself from the simple disease, she was definitely not worth being the symbol of hope.
Isn't that right?
Let's just move on. Come on, I'll take this despair and change it into hope.
Wait!
That's impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so. The House of Cards collapsed instantly. Our trial, and our friends we thought ended up showing completely different sides. She vanished at the side, left behind her menace towards us. You know, there's no way that we can move on, just clear cut attitudes feeling. That's impossible.
Damn it!
It's been so much easier if she's already been a traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad that's not the case. My honey was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor's still alive as proof. See how me looks right now. I'm not fine with this at all. If the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, we're both pawns in the future foundation. You guys are like two heart, the beating heart.
Fiend.
What does this make you guys? Did you say something? You're different, Manami. Who cares about who I am? More importantly, I'm really tired. The drama keeps going on and on. I don't even have time to eat my black bean right before my eyes. Right. Your eyes are made out of black beans.
Hey!
Wait, now it's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say? This is the time to say life has to be ups and downs. The future has become downs after all this time. It's getting bored. In order to help you guys feel better, prepared a special event. This is the first beach island. Old friends waiting here. My friends. Could it be Nekomura?
Hey!
Is it Nekomura's safe drive home? Safe? How should I say it? I know you know it's crazy best Nekomura. Come join us one piece. Is it gonna be a robot or something? Let's start the light of hope. Let's see the hope of light. I'm happy Nekomura is joining us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends have died. I can't honestly be happy. However, I'm still happy that Nekomura is safe, even though it's if you're happy, I should be honest and greet him with open arms. Perhaps those have been taking us would have been safe from the middle. A supreme overlord of who gives a shit. The time just student needs a will. Silence, I would crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hyoko, Amiki, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. Whatever, please forgive me right now. I want to warmly welcome Macro return to us. You don't have to worry, Miss Sonia. I'm sure feelings will reach us because we're really bizarre at the end. Then let's all greet Nekomaru. Let's make this grand, even for those who have died. So, what the heck? Do you still have the effects of the despair disease? I'm not getting this at all. Kinda can't. Alright, let's go then. Alright. Oh, it's gonna be almost 2 hours. Cut back. When we hear that, we weren't able to contain our excitement. We all jumped into the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I said.
Unbelievable.
They are so impatient when they learn to stick around until others finish talking. What do you mean by that? What are you plotting something again?
No way!
I'm not plotting anything. I'm just trying to properly explain everything that happened, including Nekomaru's. But what about Nekomaru's? Isn't it your fault for not sticking around until it finished? At least if the robot bot ended. If it's something that happened because I'm not very responsible. What did you do to me?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, even I don't do that. There's no way I could save someone who was that close to death. It just can be helped. As soon as we exited the elevators, we started running. Hurry to the first beach.
Alright!
Let's hurry our ass over there. Even though our minds were completely exhausted, straight enough our bodies fled like without a stop anything. We kept running towards the beach on the first island. Where is Nekomaru?
Hey!
Never show yourself.
Listen!
You have come to pick you up. We're hurt. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. Voice raise. We're looking around the area. Voice raise again. We're looking around the area. Therefore, we keep looking for him. But
Hey!
where the hell is that man?
Damn
It's
it!
like, did we get a false information from Monokuma? What's happened? We heard familiar speaking. Oh jeez,
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice. High hopes and hearing we towards the direction voice, and we saw something truly unbelievable. Is your robot machine? I knew it. Yeah,
What the?
I called it.
I've kept you waiting.
I knew it would be a
Hey,
robot.
what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
So,
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
yeah.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
He's gonna be more machine than man.
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Jesus Christ. Guess he's a giant robot now. I knew it would be something like this. The bomb is getting closer. It's a good thing that it's not going off the time I'm playing, because that would be so slow. Three deaths. 9 bodies left. Danganronpa. I'll do a new slot, and we're gonna call that a part because it's way too long. So you guys take care, and don't give in to ultimate despair.